Imagine this. You are driving down a quiet road. Suddenly, you hear a strange sound. Flap, flap, flap. The steering wheel feels heavy. You pull over to the side of the road and get out of the car. You look down and there it is, a flat tire. Do you know how to ask for help or describe the problem? Today, we are going to turn a bad situation into a great English shadowing practice session. Before we begin, let me know in the comments if you've ever had to stop to change a tire. Just tell us, yes or no. We'd love to hear from you. This happened to me several times, most recently a couple of weeks ago while I was driving to my mom's. It was quite an adventure. A 1-hour trip turned into a 4-hour one. Luckily, it didn't rain. Let's learn how to handle a flat tire using English for beginners.
Learn, Speak, English, the podcast.
Hi, I'm Thomas and you are listening to the Learn, Speak, English podcast. Nobody likes a flat tire, but everyone needs to know the words for it. This is a perfect lesson for your daily English practice because it uses very specific, helpful vocabulary. Don't just listen to my voice. Mimic my voice. If I sound concerned, you sound concerned. If I sound confident, you sound confident. Are you ready to fix this problem together? Let's start the session. First, let's identify the problem. I will say the sentence and you repeat it clearly. Remember, listen first and then repeat. My tire is flat. My tire is flat. I hear a loud noise. I hear a loud noise. I pull over to the side. I pull over to the side. I turn on my hazard lights. I turn on my hazard lights. I look at the wheel. I look at the wheel. There is a nail in the tire. There is a nail in the tire. I need to change it. I need to change it. Where is the spare tire? Where is the spare tire? Well done. Let's take a quick break. Tell me in the comments, have you ever had a flat tire? Just type yes or no. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Now let's add more detail. Let's look at the tools we need. These are longer sentences to improve your pronunciation and build your vocabulary. Listen and repeat. I open the trunk to find the jack and the wrench. I open the trunk to find the jack and the wrench. I use the jack to lift the car off the ground. I use the jack to lift the car off the ground. I loosen the lug nuts with the heavy wrench. I loosen the lug nuts with the heavy wrench. I take off the flat tire and put on the spare. I take off the flat tire and put on the spare. I tighten the bolts so the wheel is safe. I tighten the bolts so the wheel is safe. I lower the car back down to the road. I lower the car back down to the road. Great work. These words like wrench and lug nuts are specific, but you are saying them perfectly. Let's explain these specific concepts you may hear when changing a tire. Look at the images to help you. First, let's talk about bolts. Bolts are strong metal pieces that hold things together. In a car, bolts help keep the wheel attached to the vehicle. Next is a jack. A jack is a tool you use to lift the car off the ground. You need it so the wheel can move freely when you remove the tire. Another important tool is a wrench. A wrench helps you turn bolts or nuts. You use it to loosen them when you take the tire off, and to tighten them again when you put the new tire on. You will also hear the term lug nuts. Lug nuts are the small, round metal nuts that hold the wheel firmly on the car. When you change a tire, you remove the lug nuts first. And finally, the spare tire. The spare is the extra tire that you keep in the trunk of your car. If one of your tires is flat, you use the spare to replace it. These words are very useful if you ever need to change a tire or ask for help on the road. Let's put it all into a story about a roadside emergency. Shadow me twice, slowly first, then at a natural speed. Version 1. Slow and clear. Yesterday, I was driving to work when my car started to shake. I realized I had a flat tire. I parked in a safe spot and put on my emergency lights. I called my friend for help because I didn't have a spare tire in my trunk. My friend arrived with a jack and a wrench. We changed the tire in 20 minutes. I was late for work, but I was safe. Next time, I will check my tires before I leave. Let's do now the version 2 in natural speed. Yesterday, I was driving to work when my car started to shake. I realized I had a flat tire. I parked in a safe spot and put on my emergency lights. I called my friend for help because I didn't have a spare tire in my trunk. My friend arrived with a jack and a wrench. We changed the tire in 20 minutes. I was late for work, but I was safe. Next time, I will check my tires before I leave. Well done. Even in a stressful situation, you can speak English. Let's build your confidence with these empowering statements. Listen and repeat. I am prepared for anything. I can explain my problems in English. I am learning important life skills. My vocabulary is growing every day. I am calm and confident. I am a capable English speaker. I love that energy. You are doing more than just learning words. You are learning how to survive in an English-speaking world. Excellent job. Before we close, here is a mini challenge. Where are you listening from today? Tell me your country in the comments. Great. You just completed a very important 10-minute English shadowing practice. You now know how to describe a flat tire and the tools used to fix it. Don't forget that consistency is your best friend. Every time you listen to this beginner English podcast, your brain gets stronger. You are moving closer and closer to your goal to speak English fluently. Thank you for practicing with me today on the Learn Speak English podcast. Stay safe on the road, keep speaking, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.